Hello, my name is Alina. Welcome back to watercolor exercises. Last week we've done these summer trees. They were done with wet on dry technique. Today I like to show you wet on wet technique. Because it is wet on wet technique, I will use a lot of water. That's why I like to cover the edges of my sketchbook. The drawing will be rather simple. I will just put a line which will go like this. Here I will have a little valley. I will use just two colors, or two or three colors actually. It will be ultramarine blue and burnt umber. I like to mix them together to create some kind of nice gray. And I think I also will add another blue. Well, let's say it cobalt blue. I start with wetting my paper at the top, just above this pencil line. My trees will be above it. And I like to put my trees in some kind of fog. And I don't know if you know, but the fog usually is catching more shadows, and the fog usually is darker in the bottom. So I like to put some gray color down there and a little at the top. Even at the top I can leave some white areas, just to show that, you know, maybe it is a little white cloud above this foggy area. And in this technique it's important that this wet area will be still wet when you will do those trees, because it is wet on wet watercolor trees, right? I'm mixing my two colors together, and you see, because it is wet, you see how it is that the paint is spreading, right? I like to always start somewhere in the corner to do those trees. How nice! I really love it when I see how this paint is growing here, little tree. And I'm going with those trees to my pencil line. Here at the corners I like to make my trees a little bit larger, and at the bottom of this hill I like to make them a little bit shorter. The most important part is that you have to remember that you have to observe the paper. If you will notice that it is drying, it is losing that shine, then you will know that you have to stop playing with that, because you will not have that effect effect of foggy trees anymore. Oh, that one is bluish. Let me add a little bit more blue, so brown, so it will be like the same as the rest. Very nice. So I see that, you know, my paper is almost dry, so I will have to start this game, and I really like that. I like it, and you can see that, you know, maybe you can add a drop of paint here and there, but because paper is almost dry, I will not suggest that. Just leave it as it is, and wait until the paper will be completely dry. The bottom of those trees is dry here. I still see that the paint is not dry well, but we can add a little shadow to our trees. I will put it down there, and with this shadow we will show how the slope is going down. So if you will draw the shadow like this, you will, like flat, you will suggest that this is not a hill, but this is flat side here on this side. And because these shadows are coming like they are going left on this side, I will put this shadow also on the left. And in front I'm always, you know, suggesting covering corners, so I will also add another shadow from something that is growing here, but you don't see it. If you want to, you can play some more. You can play with really dark paint and create some definition here. So let me think, if this one is in at front, it should be the darkest, right? So I will put some darks here, and because it is the darkest, I can create some kind of illusion that this is some kind of trunk in here, and let me push that one farther like this, and here should be some shadows, right? So here will be such small bush, like this. I like that it's something light behind, like that. And on this side I think I will put maybe a trunk, maybe some shadows to those branches, something like that. Not much, because it's supposed to be very simple drawing. It is so beautiful. I love it. But you know that when you practice, you are getting better. So let's do pretty the same exercise on this side of the notebook. it is dry. I love it. It looks really nice. So let's add one more layer. I mean, let's add trees in front of it, but still there is a pencil that is visible. Let me erase it. And now let's do wet on dry trees. I like to put just two or three. Now I'm using smaller brush, it's number 4, and I'm trying to be very gentle at the top because this is where you are looking. Usually we look at the top of the trees, not at the bottom. It is interesting. So let me go quickly down. I'm covering smaller tree here, and because this tree is closer, that needs to go with its bottom lower, and my hill is going this way, so I like to put that that slope here into the tree also. So it's 1, and I think, is this enough? I like to smooth this edge a little bit. It looks too sharp for me, and I think where else I can put some trees. I really like these two, so I don't want to cover them, but here that one is funny looking, so that funny looking part, let's cover this funny looking part. Okay, here is the top, and here it goes the middle part. And we are going down, down, down the slope. Let's put it farther away so it will be shorter here. Very nice. And the last part is the shadow. Let me add the shadow this time. No, let's make shadows like this, like that. And you see it's a lot of white spaces here, so you know, we can create some other shadows here and there. And we can smooth them a little, like so. Very nice. All right, and I think this is it. We will wait for the paper to dry, and then we will check which picture we like better, actually, the first one or the second one. So let's wait. Alright everyone, so that's it for today. This is my painting number 1, and this is my painting number 2. I like them both, and I hope you will keep practicing with me. I hope your exercises will give you as much joy as they give me. So let's keep practicing, keep painting, and see you soon. Bye.